and we're ready to rock.
Okay.
So, how you doing?
Good, Liam.
Good. I'll introduce us.
Welcome everybody, welcome to another episode of Westpark Lives,
And welcome to my guest, Aidan Knight. How are you?
Thanks, Liam. Yeah, great to be here.
Good to have you. Did you done your workout before you came in?
I did, yeah. I'm
You're in
doing
the
now,
water.
cool down and everything, even on this hot day.
This lovely day, you're in the pool.
When you see it, you see the line on my forehead.
Yeah.
That's and the rings here. That's the goggles. People think I'm an old fella who hasn't got any sleep because
I look great.
the rings on the eyes all the time. But yes, I'm doing my swim.
Done your swim, lovely, and you need it on this day.
Yeah.
I want to. There's so much. You have a very interesting life because I've spoke to you already.
Thanks, yeah, it's interesting. It's different.
100%. But just to give the guys an idea, if you let me, to tell them what you're about. In September this year, if I have this right, you're going to go to Dowra Bridge, Cavan.
Correct.
You're going to get in the water. Now it's shallow for 500 metres. Not the Shannon is by far not shallow at all, but there are parts obviously where it's shallow.
Yeah.
You're going to get in there to get the swimming depth. Plenty of depth in the Shannon. And you're not going to get out. Obviously, you'll have to get a little breather, you'll have to get your rest.
Yeah.
But you're going to swim the Shannon from Dowra Bridge all the way to Limerick.
When you say it to me, it scares the
Wow.
the big J's.
Are you mad?
Yeah, I am mad.
Will you give us, and it's for a great cause.
Yeah.
Gate House.
Fantastic. Just down the road here?
Yeah. And I want to come to your reasons for that. But will you give myself and the guys, just give us an idea of your journey from Dowra to Limerick, where you'd be stopping off?
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's not an exact science because it's 250 kilometres. So that's a lot when you're swimming. Might be too long on a bike or whatever, but it's a long distance. So it's going to take me about 8 hours swimming a day for about 2 weeks. Wow, will get me there. So it's not, as you can appreciate, that it depends on how I'm feeling and stuff like that, how many kilometres I'll do a day.
Yeah.
But the idea is, so I start in Dowra, as you said, you've done your research, fair dues to you, Lynn. So I get...
Good old County Cavan.
Yeah, good old County Cavan. So the Shannon actually rises at the Shannon Pot in County Cavan, but then it goes underground for a while, and then it comes up at Dowra. Yeah. So you go in there, and so the first 9 kilometres gets me to Loch Allen. So you probably remember your job here. Were you good at
Loch
school?
Allen, Loch Derg, Loch Greig. Yeah.
And of course,
beautiful Shannon.
The Shannon was something that I was proud of when I was a kid. I was living on it, but because it was in all the geography books and it was a big thing. It was the biggest river on the British Isles, what was called the British Isles back then. So it's the longest river in Ireland, England, Scotland, and Wales. So it is a huge river and a long, long way. So the first day, I'm not the first person to do this, I'm not making this. I thought I would be the first person.
No, there are a few, but not many. I think you count them on probably one hand. There's a group of ladies, I believe, don't
and
there's one man
in a relay. That's right. Yeah, that's exactly it. So that Irish fella, the first Irish fella to do it, Paddy MacDonald, great man. Get in contact with him regularly. He's in Burr Leisure Centre. That's where he works.
Right.
It's your sort of job, it's
right.
Teaching swimming
doing as little as possible.
Your sort of job. So yeah. But so that's what. So I've met him down there, and he's been very helpful. Very helpful. So he had a Facebook page on his, and so he mapped out what he did every day. So that's brilliant for me because I have an idea.
So where then you're going from?
So basically, I'm starting in Dowra, and the first night will be in Drumshanbo. So that's about 20 kilometres.
That's the first swim.
Yeah, that's the first swim. So the first one is down the river, the 9 kilometres to Loch Allen, then the full length of Loch Allen, and then go to Drumshanbo. So stop there that night. Second night, we go to Leitrim, I think, or Ruski, next one, and then down to
Roscommon, isn't it?
Or Carrick-on-Shannon is the second one. Carrick-on-Shannon, Roscommon, and then down to Ruski, and then down as far as there down to Lanesborough. So basically, I haven't thought too far ahead on it. We haven't said we're going to be here on this day, we're going to be there on that. We can't really.
No, but you have a feeling that it's going to happen. You've spoke to enough and
spoke.
I want to come to that.
This is what we want, So, but I don't want to say it out loud. We have to change it a bit, Yeah.
But again, I want to come back to that and to all your prep and your team and everything else. But just to give us an idea where you're from. It's not a Dublin accent anyway.
No, you're
living in Dublin at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Where are you from and where are you living now?
Well, I've been living in Dublin for a long, long time.
Yeah.
We were chatting earlier on. It was well over 40 years, but originally born in Athlone, so that's why the Shannon is in me. On the River Shannon. My father's from Athlone. My mother's from Athlone. He used to. He'd boast that he'd walk a full province every night to meet my mother. He walked across the bridge.
It's love for you.
She was from the Connacht side. He was from the Leinster side. So he walked across the bridge to meet her. So he walked a full province every night to meet her.
Yeah.
But his people didn't really like her people, and her people didn't really like him. So
They were the
they eloped to
They
get
were
married.
the eloped.
Yeah, he knew a priest in Lanesborough who would marry them. So they went with the Lanesborough, got married, and while they were on their honeymoon there in Lanesborough, while they were hiding from people, I'd say there, they saw this barge sunk under the bridge, and he bought it. They bought it with their last few bob.
This is the barge.
That's the barge we're actually swimming on. That'd be my mothership beside me, and my father will be on it. He's 87.
Oh Lord, that's a brilliant story.
He'll be on it, and my sister's coming home from New York. She's going to drive it. She'll be the skipper, and another sister of mine will be on it as well.
Brilliant.
So
you're
originally from Drummonere, from Athlone, then came down. Then I lived under the bridge in Athlone, railway bridge, for 4 years on the boat. After they came back.
Peaky Blinders going on here.
Absolutely, we didn't know we had it so good.
So
it was amazing.
Cosmopolitan, it's brilliant.
Yeah, so then we just sailed down the river because he got a job in Mogul of Ireland in silver mines outside Nina. So I'm a tip man really, and I say that especially now for 2 weeks time.
I don't know. We're solid. I was there for Cork and Dublin now.
Yeah, come on, tip. Bring those ham sandwiches. Bring the ham sandwiches up there, 7. Oh, we're going to take those Cork boys.
Brilliant. It's going to be so fun.
No, that was brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. So we're just delirious in tip because the last few years have been so bad. And then Liam Cahill, what he's done with that team. But anyway, so that's 2 weeks time. But that we sailed down the Shannon. Got off the barge, got into 2 caravans, built our own house. He designed and built his own house, our house. Every day he'd come home from the mines, we'd have the stuff ready to go and have mixed up the mortar.
This is where you got your drive.
What?
This is where you got your drive.
Well, I don't know. He's an amazing man, my dad. He'd never say can't do. He'd always just do it. But it took us 7 years to build that. So we were living in 2 caravans for 7 years after we got off the boat.
I'd say it's the best time of your lives, though, really.
Yeah, well, we didn't know we had it so good. We just didn't. But anyway, like the playground. Like, I don't know where you were brought up in Tala, weren't you?
I'm originally from the city, but I grew up, now it was fields.
Yeah, fields,
and we 2 rivers. We had the Dowra and the Poddle, so we had playgrounds.
Yeah, that was your playground. My playground was just the River Shannon.
Yeah.
So we used to
swim, totally get it.
Sail, surf, fish, everything. And look, that was our playground. That's what we did. And that was an ideal upbringing. You know, it was just so lovely. And that's why it's in me, and that's why I had this notion. When I couldn't run anymore, I've done a few marathons and the knees gave up on me, the ankles, and so I decided, I can swim. Right, and then I had this notion, I'm going to swim the Shannon. I'm going to be the first person to swim the Shannon. And I looked it up when I went home and I said, no, I won't be the first person.
The only ego took a hit.
I'd be the first Irish person. No, I won't be the first Irish person.
Where are you in Tala now?
I'm up beside Thomas Davis. It's up in
You're in Thomas Davis, right.
Yeah.
And family?
Family. My own family. I'm married. I'm a teacher, and so I met my wife in Jobstown. I was teaching in Jobstown for 28 years.
That's right.
St. Thomas's. And
were you the principal in Jobstown?
No, I wasn't. No, I was teaching in Jobstown until 2013, and then I became principal in Our Lady of Good Counsel, where that lady that is here, episode 7 or something. You know, the lady who was here a long time.
Yeah,
she went to Mourne Road. She said she went to Mourne Road School.
So how did that happen? You came from school. You're in Tala.
Yeah.
But we're going into your education.
Yeah.
How did you get to teaching level? What? You went to college first?
Oh God! I mean, this is in Tipperary. You know, I was a bit of a tearaway, to be honest.
Right.
I wasn't much good at the school stuff in Nina, and I just I needed something different, and I was in the Christian Brothers School, you know, and
tough times.
Christian. Oh my God!
Yeah.
It was tough. I could have done with your
I don't think you married because you'd been a kid.
Yeah. Well, it was tough. It was.
Yeah.
You know, and I wasn't into the education, but a brother came around one day and he talked to us all about a vocation. And back then, you know, half of the fellas would be going to it. So
there wasn't a lot around, and it was a very heavily religious country. This was the right kind of thing, apparently.
I thought God was calling me. I did. Like I wasn't doing it to get away from there.
No.
But looking back on it, it's what saved me in a way, you know. So I said, this is after in first year, I was 13 years of age, and I went to Dad and said, I think God is calling me. Dad just laughed.
Yeah.
He said, come back to me when you're grown up. That's what he said. And so 2 years later, the same brother came back again, and I just finished my intercert.
Yeah.
And I said to Dad, I think God is still calling me.
Right.
And he said, okay, there you go. Gave me a big hug and said, we'll be behind you all the way. So I came up to Baker's Corner.
Yeah.
Carrigley Park it was called. It's now the IADT there in Baker's Corner.
Yeah.
And was about 70 other fellas, and we started 5th year. So I did 5th year there, did 6th year in Mount St. Mary's out in Bray, and then...
Sorry, Baker's Corner out in Dunleary?
Dunleary,
Rochestown Avenue?
Rochestown
Avenue, right beside
I know the building. Right beside the Jelly Church, you know the Jelly Church, And the building there behind used to be a big, very imposing old building. Yeah. They've kind of wrapped it around.
The convent then up the road with the hospital was originally Mary Mercer's there, so it was all religious owned.
All religious, that was owned by the brothers. It was called Carrigley Park, that's what it was called back then. But anyway, so I was there, and then out to Mount St. Mary's, and then I did my postulancy and then novitiate. Novitiate is you're away from your house, your home for a year and a day. You're allowed to be visited 3 visits from your parents, and so that changed everything for me, because back then, if you wanted to become a Christian brother, you had to be you had to be teaching, so you had to be good enough to teach. So they would bring the best teaching Christian brothers and teach these fellas how to become teachers. But so that's what saved me and my education.
Didn't stay. You got married so often.
Well, hold on there. I got there eventually. So I took my first vows. Right. Changed my name. I was Brother Joseph.
Right.
Instead of Aidan Knight, Brother Joseph. I had the collar, the whole lot. I had the frock, if you want to call it that. Yeah. And so I did that for almost a year. Then I started in college in St. Mary's Marino, Griffith Avenue. Yeah. That's what it's still there now. It's still a teacher training college, and started there, and then I discovered the women.
Only human.
One
woman in particular, I'd imagine. You're on video.
It's just in general, fell in love with women.
Right. Okay.
And
then you got lucky and you met her.
Well, I had to actually write to the Pope and say to the Pope, "Excuse me, do you mind if I leave?" I actually get dispensation.
I'm being very subjective here, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
What is?
I know that you have to do such a thing. That amount of control and
But anyway, he said yes, which was great. Yeah. And so I left in March 1982. So I stayed in college until 1985.
Why would you said no?
That would be different. So I won't be here anyway.
Okay.
I'll be somewhere else. Okay. I don't know. But out of those 70 fellas that started that year, there's only one fella still a Christian brother.
Right.
And the amount of money they pumped in, that was all they wanted from my family was a donation. That's all, as much as you could afford.
You got the training.
We had a big family, so Dad didn't have much, but I got the training. I just got lucky.
So you
ended up in Dublin and ended up in St. Thomas's. And this lovely lady who's now my wife, she had a car and I had no car, and I was living close to her, so she gave me a lift to school, and so then it all happened that way.
That's what really happened.
Love across a crowded staff room, And, then I left and went to the senior school. This is in Jobestown in Thomas's, and she stayed in the junior school. So at least we were driving in the one car to school, but having different staffs to bitch you out and all that. So it was grand, for a good while. Then I took a career break in 2007 with 2 kids, Martha and Connell, and Connell was born with spina bifida, so he had extra needs there. And
is he in? He's
here, yeah. Connell's here, and Mary's here, and Martha was here. So
family thing.
Yeah, family thing. Yeah. So, Connell loves it here. He does his weekly workout. He's not working out as much as he should. Really.
Yeah.
He does, and so
he's a wheelchair user.
He's a wheelchair user.
I might have seen him. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah. He does a bit of swimming as well. Yeah. No, I will. Yeah. But he's flying it now. He's the most educated person in our house. He got his master's a year and a half ago in digital media.
You guys, and sorry I'm speaking over you, but you took a career break and you went travelling then as well, you and Mary.
Well, not quite. No, I took a career break at 07 to 09. We did a lot of travelling before the kids came along.
Yeah.
So as two teachers, it was great. You just flight only to Istanbul or flight only to Bangkok, 6 weeks just hanging around there. It was just beautiful. It was lovely. That was before the kids.
Yeah.
So after the kids came along, it was a bit more restricted,
Right.
But I took a career break in 07 to 09 because I suppose I was teaching in a place like Jobestown, a lovely place with fantastic people, but it takes a lot out of you.
Teaching is a very stressful.
I was a bit burnt out. I was a bit burnt out in 07. I needed some time to myself, but also Connell was starting in senior school, in primary school. So we needed a little bit of extra help with him because he needed a little bit of extra. So we wanted to see how it was going to work out for him. We didn't know how it was going to. He was up in Skull Carmel and Skull Trass on the Farhouse Road there. And so it was handy. So I took a job driving a taxi, got my license and my plate and all the rest. So
it's not stopping you at all, is there?
Well, it was different. It was different.
Yeah, but you just have to be proactive when you're faced with challenge. You've just got to.
Yeah, and what a brilliant job it was for flexibility.
Yeah,
except for Friday night and Saturday night.
A lot of learning.
lot of learning, yeah. And if
A
you're
lot
going
of
to
crack.
do the, if you're going to do the hours, a lot of learning,
crack.
but a lot of crack. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, mostly great crack.
Yeah, a lot of my pals are taxi.
Yeah, a couple of dodgy
very
moments,
interesting.
but you're always going to have
Yeah.
dodgy moments in life. But only a couple, mostly just crack.
Come here now, because I feel we could chat forever. But I want to stick to your task again, and it is the Shannon.
Yeah.
How are you preparing? You have a team.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about how your prep's in Westpark.
Yeah.
Not like, how is the prep going with your team? You have a boat to go alongside you. Will you have someone all the time, or?
Yeah. So yeah, like it's to me it almost feels like a wedding. At a wedding, you can only prep such an amount beforehand. You know what I mean? So right now, it's all just coming together. You know, and
well, it's the unknown. You haven't done it before, but you feel right about it.
Yeah. And basically, the lovely thing about it is, you know, they've got a commitment from two of my sisters and from my father. And once we have those three and the boat, we'll flesh all the rest out. You know, and but your dad.
Is it 2 weeks? Have you given it 2 weeks? Have you given it?
Well, my sister flies in on the 25th of August and flies back to New York on the 25th of September.
So you might be dropping more to Shannon.
She might have to leave us in that note, but no. So we've got that month, and the Ryder Cup is on the end of September, so I have to be finished by then.
You're a golf man.
I'm mad into the golf, so that has to be finished. So I'm giving it whatever it takes,
and
loads of time.
Waterways Island, you have to approach Waterways Island, and have you done that?
Yeah.
What are days? You have to wear one of those little floats, so everybody can see you.
Yeah. So,
and is there an APB put out for everybody?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, so you basically have to apply to do it. So that they then.
Is there a fee to apply to do it?
No, they do a thing called a marine notice. So basically, on their websites, people check out. It's like what would be like a WhatsApp page for boat owners, sort of, you know. So you check that out to see what's going on the Shannon. So there's a marine notice for my swim, so people will be aware that I'm going to be swimming. Now I don't have to tell them I'm going to be here that day, or there that day, or whatever.
But you will be pulling a beacon with you, won't you?
Yeah, it'll be above me. It's called a pull buoy. Yeah, you put it above me. That's you have to have that. And also then when you get near the towns, I'll have to get a kayak beside me, and the Miranda, the big barge, would stay back. And the smaller one, it's just for maneuverability, so I can move out of the way of any boats or whatever.
Tell me this now. Diet is going to play a huge role.
Yeah.
You're going to have carbs, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
And during the swim, you're saying 8 hours of a swim.
2 4-hour sessions.
2 4-hour sessions. You're going to need carbs.
Yeah.
Have you thought about it?
Yeah. Paddy McDonald, again, the same fellow. He said, eat what you want, Aidan. Eat as much as you want. I got up in the morning, he said, I got up at 7:30, I had a big fry. Then I get into the water. Yeah.
Only in order.
A big fry, he said. And the first couple of kilometres I go nice and slow, but then I'd start to get the burn from it and get
if energy's coming in.
Energy coming in, away you go.
Yeah.
And burn it off. You're burning off a lot of carbs.
When
you're swimming, you know, and rehydration is really important. Rehydration as well, you know.
What's average temperature in the water down there in September? It can be.
Average is 16. At the moment, it's 19. So warm.
September 16.
Yeah, 16.
What's the average low? What's
low in the winter? 5.
But in September?
In September, well, it'll be 12 at the very lowest.
Not the warmest.
But it'll be fine. It'll absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I haven't really done a lot of long distance swimming in the open water.
Right.
And I'm gonna.
So this is the challenge.
I'm gonna fess up now. Because that last 2 days ago was the first time I actually swam in a wetsuit.
But look. So you're a very proactive man.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a boat with you. You've done all the right things.
Yeah.
You're doing it for a great cause.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you try this? This is an adventure. Why
wouldn't
you?
Yeah, exactly.
And Troy is probably.
Oh no,
you're going to do it.
Oh yeah, there's no question. There's no question about that. Yeah, you have to do it. To me, the bit I'm looking forward to most is getting into the water in Dowra. And every step I take is a step closer to Limerick. You know, I can't wait for that. All the training is done, all the prep is done, all the worrying is done, and
you could be going down now in All Ireland for your county now. You're going to Limerick. You do know that.
Oh, yeah. I had to work out how to get a flag onto the up on the
back. But so again, why? Like you've done other sports, I know, haven't you? You've done triathlons here.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, indoor triathlons here. Yeah, I've done.
And you've mentioned golf.
A bit of running. I do, but it's a lot of soccer when I was younger. But
But you've moved into.
Well, it's all that's left for me, really. Do you know what I mean? I was getting to a stage where I couldn't do a huge amount. I couldn't even do the 5K that was part of the triathlons here.
And they're very gentle intro to for people.
Yeah. So I put
what was going on? What was going? The knees?
Well, the knees and everything was sore.
Yeah,
we're
all in the same boat.
Yeah. So I know I thought it was just me, but
no.
But so I needed something that will keep me fit.
Yeah.
And what can I do that will keep me fit and that is non-load bearing?
Right.
And the swimming is brilliant for that.
Right.
So then when I was doing a bit of it, I said, okay, I need a bit of a challenge here because it does get boring up and down that pool, up and down, Well,
then that's so your prep is mostly in Westpark.
My prep has been all in Westpark. All.
Tell me
until the day before yesterday.
Tell me about the people that taught you, spoke to, who's coaching you, what are you doing?
Yeah, well, I mean, when the idea hit me first, I said, okay, what have I got? I've got Cavan, who I know, and Westpark is a brilliant community, and you know, and I know he's in Pulse, and I know the triathlons and all that.
Huge experience.
So I asked him to ask the people. He came back and said, you're not going to be able to do that.
Right.
And this was about a year and a half ago, and I was thinking of doing it in May at the start of the year to coincide with Pieta, Darkness into Light. To coincide with that. He said they said you won't be able to do it. It's going to be too cold for you. You're not acclimatized to that. And I said okay. So I spoke to him. I got advice from him, and I started swimming myself. And I knew my technique wasn't great. It's very technical. It's sport. It's swimming. Once you have the technique
get the breath right.
Get into a rhythm. It's like my physio. I go to physio every 2 weeks, a physical therapist, and he was saying, how are you going to do this? Like it's hours, and I came swimming with him. He's a member here as well.
Yeah, and there's Tony as well too. Tony teaches the swimming here. He hasn't taught me. I know Tony all my life.
Yeah.
I can't think of Tony's second name. Tony, forgive me.
Okay, but Tony Carberry is my physical therapist. He's up there.
All right.
Living close by, but he's swimming here. So he's swimming away, but he is under pressure.
Yeah.
From his breath, and all the time he's
But you've got yourself a coach
under problem, and under duress. Whereas I'm explaining to him, listen, when you get the technique right, it's just like going for a walk. Yeah, that's all. It's just going like going for a long walk each day.
So you got the technique right.
Yeah, so I have the technique, and I knew I hadn't quite got it right. So I have this coach now. I was swimming on my own, and I was just in the pool here, and I was getting up to 3.5 hours. But by the time I got to 3.5 hours, you're almost swimming around in circles. It's up here, you're not really focused,
Yeah,
and so
you can't overtrain either for these
events.
Well,
that's it as well. So I said, okay, I need help here. So I found a coach online. He's from New Zealand. His name is Carl O'Donnell. If he ever sees this, Carl, thanks very much, because he knows his stuff, and he stopped me from doing what I was doing. I was just going
overtraining.
It's like overtraining. So now he has me doing sets and sessions and taking breaks. And I didn't think you should take a break, but if you take a break for 10 seconds when you're swimming, the energy you have again, you can do another hour. You can do all sorts. But so he's teaching me. That's what I'm doing now. So I have my program every week, and I just follow the program.
In the plunge pool?
Yeah. With the plunge pool, you see, this was about. I was afraid of the cold. I don't really like cold water. And no, I don't. And we go to the sea, and we were in Bordeaux actually last year at Ireland against France.
I wouldn't be a fan of cold water either.
Yeah,
but I'm not planning to swim this.
Yeah, I know that.
I do. Yeah. I take it therapeutically.
I know, but like we were in Bordeaux at the Ireland France rugby match last year, the first one of the season. Yeah. Brilliant game, but we went for a dip. Now this is in February. In Bordeaux, and Mary stayed in for 10 minutes. I got up as far as here and I said, I can't do this anymore. Yeah. And she said, you're the one who's supposed to be swimming the Shannon. So that's why I started getting into the plunge pool. When I arrived, it was probably the best thing that arrived here for me. So but just after my swim every day, I go in. I only stay a minute and a half, 2 minutes at the very most. Yeah. And now, standing under the cold shower was no problem. In the Shannon when I was swimming last week.
You build the adipose tissue. There's a brown, there's white also, but there's a brown adipose tissue that gets built when you expose yourself to extreme low temperatures.
Right. Where's it built? Inside your what?
Under the skin. The body's amazing.
Okay.
Body's amazing.
I don't know anything about it.
I'm that's subjective because I'm certainly not clinical, but that's my experience and understanding. Very exposed.
All I know is when you get into that plunge pool, you come out feeling like $1 million. Yeah. It's just amazing.
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah.
Even if you're only in there for a few seconds, you say, wow, this is what being
and I've done cold swimming over the years. Totally love it.
Right,
So and you get that euphoric feeling from it. When you're in 8 hours to 4 hours, that might move on, that feeling. Have you medics with you? Have you any first aid? No.
No, not really. No,
Yeah.
my father and my sister are both trained.
Trained, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So they've
First responders.
Yeah, absolutely. They are first responders, so that's fine. But like, yeah, I mean,
no,
it is the unknown. You know, when you ask questions like that, you say, "Oh, wow," but you know, I look at it as just getting in and getting going and persevering and seeing what happens. As my coach said to me, Aidan, like I said, I've asked him a couple of times, Carl, are we doing enough? You know, are we doing? Will I be ready for this?
Yeah.
I said, Aidan, you'll be ready for this physically, but no matter how we prepare you for it, it's just still going to be a huge emotional and psychological challenge.
Right.
It's going to be a challenge.
You can't really train for these things.
No.
So you can't overtrain.
Yeah. So you've got to remain positive. And as Paddy McDonald said to me, he said, I always trained thinking of the worst conditions, you know, and thinking it could be like this, it could be like this. And then when he actually did it, he did it in May 2018. And he got a beautiful 2 weeks when he did it. Lovely weather. Because if the weather is bad, if there's a good bit of wind against you, it's fine on the Shannon, but then you get into the lakes. Yeah. You get Loughree,
their own draws.
Well, if the waves are against you there and the wind is against you.
Yeah.
It was the first fellow who ever did it was an American guy called Dean Hall, I think. Hall was his surname. And he had to wait 5 days at the top of Lough Derg. He couldn't even start. He couldn't even get in. Yeah. He tried it.
It's a big expanse of water.
Yeah, so a big expanse of water.
Yeah. If the wind hits it.
Yeah, so it's a matter of luck as well.
Yeah.
About getting the right conditions, you know.
Yeah.
So we'll prepare as best we can. We'll do the nutritional. I mean, the nutrition, the whole thing about. I'm not going into any huge levels on that because, according to Paddy, eat what you want and eat loads of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. The carbs.
Simple as that. Get the carbs in.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic, and you will get. And I know you have had some great support here.
Yeah.
Westpark.
Absolutely. I mean,
I know you to talk to. I think Lee's going to talk to you as well.
Yeah. No, it's great.
He'll do a great piece of work.
Oh no, thanks very much. I mean, Kevin is fed up listening to me talking to me, but I can bring Kevin no problem. He's so approachable.
And he'd be very interested because this is his area.
Yeah.
So when he came back to you, I say he was coming back from kind of a duty of care approach. Do this right. You have, because there is no prep for such a thing.
Yeah.
But I progressed.
I think he's laughing at me. I think he thinks.
He laughs at me all the time.
When I mentioned it first, he said to me, "Could you see him? The wheels going over in his mind." That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But it is. It is. Kevin.
I think he's every faith in you. I think he's just keeping an eye on the overall.
Yeah. And it's. I mean, I love this place. You know, it's fantastic with the. You get such a welcome here all the time.
All the time, don't you?
No, Ben. I have to say thanks to Ben because the coach.
Brilliant. I wanted to mention Ben, and I mentioned Tony.
He is great. And Ray, but Ben, I need to mention especially because the coach. I send him a video every 2 weeks of me swimming. Yeah, that's how he works on my technique. Yeah. So Ben has facilitated through Kevin. Yeah. Every 2 weeks he does that, making sure there's nobody around, and he does me. Video 2 lengths, and then I send that to your man in New Zealand.
That's very,
he analyzes
very
it
necessary.
And says, work on this, work on that. So, you know, it's such a technical thing. You do need to keep an eye on what you're doing.
Are you doing anything out of the pool in the gym in terms of building strength?
No.
Is that advice you've taken? Or
no, it's just I decided not to do that. And maybe I should be doing it, but I just haven't.
Right.
I think I have a fairly active lifestyle, and I think I have a fairly natural.
The endurance you're building up, you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's what I'm doing. So whether it's the right thing or not, I don't know. But there's no manual for this, really. You know, there isn't.
Just give me for in a week down here.
Yeah.
How many times do you train?
4 sessions a week.
Right.
An hour a session.
Okay.
That's all. So you say to yourself, just not enough, Aidan. You're supposed to be swimming 4 hours, and then another 4 hours in the same day, 8 hours in a day. So, but that's what he has decided. My program is, and I put my trust in him and said, okay, that's what I'm going to do. And when he's filling it up next week and the week after, they're going to be what does he call it? Big something weeks. Anyway, they're going to be big weeks.
And has he got your heart rate, your target heart rate? Does he know what your resting heart rate is?
No.
Right, and do
you? I do, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And would you need to get a medical beforehand, or?
Yeah, I've done that, and I'm waiting for the results now.
When did you do that?
I did a screening test, the Blue Crest screening test about 2 months ago. And from there, I've moved on and I did a cardiac CT last week.
Brilliant. So, and then that's between you and your GP.
Yeah.
And that's really where it lies.
Yeah.
And you know.
It's really important to talk to
He will come back to you
and
and say, listen,
he wanted to be comfortable about it, and,
Right.
and so I'm waiting for the results of this, and if it says you can't, but I wanted it all to be above board, and
Yeah.
yeah.
No, definitely. You'll have to get your GPs okay. I think
Yeah.
Waterways Ireland may want something like that.
No, there was no. That's
Did
not their concern, because this is a personal venture. It's not.
Right.
It's not an event per se. It's not a public event.
Right.
But, so if I pop my clogs while
That's
I'm there,
your
there's
own
nothing to do with them,
You're a mature man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So
Yeah.
4 sessions a week.
4 sessions a week. Yeah.
Over 8 days then. That's every second day.
Well, over 7 days. Yeah.
And would you do stretching or anything? Or?
Oh, I do stretching all the time.
Okay.
All the
so
time.
you would be in the gym doing your stretching.
Oh yeah.
And would you use the sauna?
I see. Again, not really. Not since I've started doing the sessions and then the plunge pool, and then when I get out of the plunge pool, I don't even know, is it the right thing to go to have a warm shower after the plunge pool, or should you just have a cold shower?
The Swedes do it all the time, don't they? The Nordic countries.
Yeah, they go from the cold to the hot. Yeah.
Horses for courses.
Yeah.
No
time for the sauna.
Again, how you feel. If it feels good, you do
I
it.
used to love the sauna and the steam room, but I just left them for the moment. Use the time because it does take a bit of your personal time,
A lot of time.
And the commitment there for my wife.
The commitment and the prep is in the
for
head.
the other people, who have to keep the show on the road.
And I won't keep you, but when he said it's in the mind, are you doing any mind training? Are you doing any visualization?
Not per se.
Yeah.
But I've always been. I feel. I've always been working on my mindfulness before mindfulness was a not before it was a thing, but not through anything specific or a program or anything like that, But I just if I like silence, if there's a radio on, I'll turn it off, I'm comfortable in my own. I think you need that.
Your own skin, definitely.
In my own skin, and basically when you're doing long sessions like that, you need to go to a place where you're happy and you don't need other entertainment, So although I do have a little playlist in my head that I got from Naiad. Did you ever? Here's a recommendation. In one of your other podcasts, you were asking somebody for a recommendation about a book or a film.
Well, I want to come to that. So hold that for me for a second, right?
Well,
I want to come for this. Naiad, as in
Diane Naiad. She's a lady.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
So you can come to that in a sec. I want that. And you said you can eat what you like.
That's my understanding.
Have you got to eat what you can like now? Do you have a little go-to snack that you like? I always ask people this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
is it a biscuit? Is it a cake? Is it?
I absolutely love cold pasta.
As a snack?
Yeah.
As a sweet snack dessert?
Well, because my sister told me when it's hot, it's savoury. When it's cold, it's sweet, she says. That's what she said. I don't know if that makes sense or not. But I just love pasta. Brilliant. I just love it.
Well, you're going to need it for the day.
I eat it plain. Just plain pasta. I just love it.
Go on to the book. Because
yeah. So I was saying, Diane Naiad, very, very famous.
Right.
Not just a book, a movie as well.
Right.
Annette Bening was
the swimmer, Diane. I've seen it.
Now you have it.
She's brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. And Jodie Foster was her
brilliant movie. What's the name of the movie again?
Naiad. Naiad.
I've seen it, guys. It's all brain of mine. Yeah. Well worth the watch.
Ran from Cuba over to
Annette, she's such a great
Florida.
actress.
Yeah, brilliant. And it took her she was an Olympian.
Yeah.
She was an Olympian for
She
America.
had to try this swim.
Six
times.
She tried it in her 30s.
Dangerous
Did it in a cage first because of the sharks.
Yeah. And then the jellyfish.
Yeah,
it's worth the watch.
That's what nearly killed her. Killed the jellyfish.
And she went back again.
Do you know how she passed the hours and hours training? She had this playlist in her head. So she start with A, so ABBA. And then you start with all the songs that ABBA, or somebody that you'd like,
Yeah.
So ABBA have no song that starts with A, but they have C, Chiquitita. So I'd sing Chiquitita in my head, right through. And then I'd go on to Dancing Queen. And then I'd go on to, so I'd go right through the alphabet for ABBA. And then I'd go on to B, the Beatles. All right. So I'd start singing songs.
And is that how you think you'll handle if the thoughts come in? I can't do this, or this is hard. Is that?
I don't think that's it. I think it's just passing the time, just keeping out of the idea of maybe when I'm
negative mindset,
fatigued and whatever, maybe a little bit of pain.
So you're practicing it now?
Yeah, well, I was, and that's what I was doing when I was doing it on my own. But now, because your man has my coach, Carl. Thanks, Carl, because he has me doing all sorts of sets. I've got to count how many lengths I'm doing. I got to stay in the moment and focused all the time.
But at least you have your playlist.
And I have that for when I get into the Shannon, I'll be able to just swim my way down the Shannon
and there will be
sing my way down.
Huge sense of relief because it's building now.
I agree.
Walking into that water, that's the end.
It.
That's the start of the end.
I agree. That's exactly where I want to be, and enjoy it. Enjoy it then.
For the guys, because we're coming close to the finish. But for the guys, do you have? I'm imagining you're going to have a GoFund page set.
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
and we'll know about this.
You will.
So
that's why you were saying Lee is in contact with me, and he's going to put it on the social media. It's going to be great.
Can I ask why Pieta House?
Yeah, well, Pieta, I suppose. When anybody asks me what are you doing for Pieta, they think I have a big story of somebody who was close to me who had mental health issues and all and suicide. But no, I don't. But I was teaching in Jobestown for 28 years, and I saw the effect there on the people who are left behind, and
they call them the survivors.
The survivors, they are the survivors. But I mean, the actual just the thoughts of I've had. We've all had the black dog has visited us all.
Everybody has had low moods.
And I've said to myself, God Almighty, what must that be like for a person to be in a situation where they don't think they have any other choice, and knowing the effect it's going to have on other people. And I've seen all that, and that's the only reason for it is to try and maybe change that story for a couple of people. That'd be worth it just for that.
Yeah,
worth the whole journey just for that. And just so many people have very, very personal experiences of that and never recover from it. The survivors, are they survivors? Are they surviving it?
But apparently, I was listening to a guy on the radio, and he basically says they're in a club that they don't want to be in, but only as a survivor can you be in that club. Can you tell others in that club what it's like outside of that club? Of course, people would not know the grief, devastation, anger, sorrow,
the unanswered questions. Yeah,
so it's great.
That's the reason. That's the reason, and it's so close to here. It's just down the road.
That's a great cause.
It's a great cause,
and you'll highlight Pieta House more, and the plight of people.
That's the idea. That's the idea. And I need to get a few bob lads to give me the
get the phones ringing.
To give me the motivation.
Hop online
and keep me going. Because it is 4 hour sessions a day.
4 hour sessions a day, all the way to Limerick.
I was hoping to get somebody to
with the Lee McCarthy on your
back. Do it by the mile, but do it by the kilometre. Imagine.
I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be a lot.
But you'll probably look into it soon because I know you'll get great support here. And
no, thanks very much to everybody in advance. It's great. It's great. Thanks very much, Liam, for the chance to talk about it. And
Aidan, thanks for having you.
I know
it's a great story.
And it's good to know what's going on in our own gym.
So much. It is. Yeah. That we've someone like this who's willing to give it a go, willing to give it a proper shot, and the prep is there. And I'm glad to hear you're doing all the right things. You're going to your doc. Yeah. You've listened to people who've been there before. And these people were probably the same as you. They had to say, I think I can.
Yeah. You have to take that step. You have to just take a step off and just jump.
Yeah.
And
what's it Alanis Morissette said?
What's the worst?
Bite off more than you can chew.
Okay. What's the worst that can happen?
This is it. You have your support mechanisms there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, Aidan. A lovely chat. I think there's another chat in this after you do it.
Thanks very much, and I appreciate
Keep us posted, won't you?
Yeah, of course.
And I don't know if you're on Facebook.
Yeah.
Are you on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook.
I'll have to look you up and I'll share.
A Night on the Shannon. It's called A Night on the Shannon.
Will you find me or I'll find you?
KNIGHT. A Night on the Shannon.
Oh, brilliant! That's your second name.
Yeah.
A Night
for all the old fogies like us who are still on Facebook. A Night on the Shannon.
A Night on the Shannon, folks. Look it up. We'll make friends with this guy. Get him as much support as possible.
Thanks very much.
And well done. Another exciting human being in Westpark.
Thank you very much.
We're all going to be watching Aidan. Thanks again.
Thank you. Thanks, Dean. Okay.
Thanks very much.
See you around.
See you around, folks. What we do is we sit here for a while.
Oh, yeah.
We chat away. And then, I have to let the guys know again.
That was fine, wasn't it?
It was brilliant. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Another great chat. Thanks for listening. Look forward to our next episode. Don't forget, train hard, train safely, and see you at the next episode. God bless.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. That was a great chat. Absolutely great chat.
Flew by.
You know what, Aidan?